We now return to the Bob Huggins Show, presented by Little General Stores.
Welcome back to the Bob Huggins Show. Junior forward Esa Ahmad joining me now. Esa, great to have you here on the program this week. So first, let's talk a little bit about the roller coaster ride that has been WVU basketball the past couple weeks. Now sitting at 20 in the national rankings, have lost 6 out of the last 10. But before that, the 15-game win streak, number 2 rank in the country. Right now, is this the inconsistency we're seeing? Is this team playing to its full potential, or it still has some more to give?
I think we still have more to give. It's kind of good to get all this out early while we still can, and find a stride and find that consistency going into the tournament. So it's good to get it out right now.
And what do you think has been the biggest change from that team the first half of the season to where it is now?
Probably me coming in the lineup, but I'm just playing. But I think we're just trying to find each other. We're still working, getting the chemistry there, and I think it's going to come together real good. But right now, we up and down, but hopefully we can stay up.
Like you said, you coming back into the lineup after sitting out the first 16 games. Do you feel that you're back playing to the best of your ability, or you're still trying to get into the swing of things right now?
Yeah, I think I'm still getting in the swing of things, but I think I'm coming along. It's nothing too hard for me. I'm just trying to get used to everything coming back.
In that first game back against Texas Tech, you went in and you played 34 minutes. I'm sure kind of a conditioning shock. I mean, you were still working in practice, but going in there and putting in 34 minutes in your first game back, I'm sure pretty tough for you.
Yeah, the first win is kind of the toughest. I was pretty winded, but once he got me out and I came back in, it kind of felt good. And just I'm still trying to get my win back. Missing 16 games is tough, and just like you said, trying to get back into the swing of things.
And I'm sure in that game, too, you almost scored close to 20 points there. Felt good to see the shot going in, coming right back?
The first shot, it was a big relief for me.
Yeah. Well, now you're averaging about 24 minutes of play. If you look back to where you were last year, tremendous from your freshman season. You doubled your numbers in scoring and rebounding. Your shooting percentage went up. Right now, you're about the same numbers. I believe you're averaging 10 points and 4 rebounds. How has your game really evolved and changed since you got here 2 years ago?
Just experience. Going through, being thrown into the fire, my freshman year, starting, it was real tough for me, but at the same time, I had guys like Dev and, Jay Sean, Tariq, that guided me, and, I just kind of took that and, still carrying that from my freshman year, and I'm just trying to apply it.
And you're very versatile, and you also are very athletic. What would you say is your role here for this on this team?
Just being a mismatch. Like you said, I'm versatile, and I just try to utilize every mismatch that coach put me in, and hopefully they put a guard on me, or if they put a big on me, I could go around the big. So it's I just try to utilize everything that God has given me.
And now we had a couple guys here on the program the past couple weeks, and it seems everybody has had a signature shot or a signature move. Of course, we've got Beetle with the threes, JC with all the steals and stuff on the defensive end. I would say, correct me if I'm wrong, but maybe yours would be the one-hand dunk when you just throw it down. We saw it at Oklahoma. Yeah. We've seen it. And going back and looking at video of you, I mean, that seems to be your signature. Would you say?
I would say that's accurate.
And we've seen it change some momentum in the games as well, give the team some energy, just like I had said that game there against Oklahoma. But going back to the experience, you, Javon, Dax, those are the 2 seniors. You're the junior. You got this big core of your team right now that are sophomores. But this year they've really stepped up, playing a lot more minutes. How have you really seen that unit grow and have to mature here in just their second season playing?
They really grown, especially, with me sitting out the 16 games. Everybody had to step up, from, Teddy to Lamont to, Wesley. Everybody stepped up, and, it's really shown. So, we just want to keep that going and, hopefully, get better going into the tournament.
And when you were there sidelined, watching them from your perspective, did it maybe help you understand things differently within the game, just seeing it from being there instead of on the court?
Yeah, just sitting there kind of put you in the coach's position. So, you kind of see where you was late at, or the defensive letdowns, sometimes that we might have. So, just being on the sideline for so many games, it kind of put me in a different perspective.
And now for you individually, did you feel having to sit out that amount of time, did you feel any growth within you as a player? Did you learn stuff about yourself, you individually, during that span?
Yeah, of course. I got smarter. Just making sure that, I don't make the same mistakes. But it was a good learning experience for me. I try not to look at it as a negative, but it was a positive, and try to take as much out of it as I could.
So now that experience combined with Javon and Dax, like I said, to lead you here through, you got 5 games left in the regular season here before you hit the tournament. I'm sure it seems like it's flown by, but then again, the way that we've seen things play out in the Big 12, you guys are sitting at 3rd right now, but anything can happen any given day, any given week in this conference.
Yes, ma'am.
And you're getting ready to head to Kansas. You'll also be at Baylor. That's a 2-game road trip for you guys, so we'll be hearing much more from Coach Huggins coming up on that a little bit later in the program. But Esa, we wish you the best of luck, and we appreciate you joining us here.
Thank you for having me.
And coming up after this, one of Coach Huggins' assistants. He's been with Coach Huggins for now 11 seasons. Eric Martin joins Tony Caridi coming up right after this on The Bob Huggins Show.
We'll return with more of The Bob Huggins Show, presented by Little General Stores.